Breaking news tonight, an EMS worker has been rushed to a hospital with serious injuries after being hit by a car while on duty.
Just show them that we are here for them and that we can do what we can to help them out.
With prayers and fundraisers, people in Richmond are helping the family of a police officer who was shot.
We're tracking the investigation into a chlorine leak in Cynthiana. Some people are being told to stay in their homes.
WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
And good evening. There has been another tragedy for emergency crews in central Kentucky. Tonight, police are telling us an EMS worker in Jessamine County was badly injured when a car hit him while he was on duty.
It happened tonight near the intersection of South Maple and York Streets in downtown Nicholasville. We do not know the EMS worker's name. Monique Blair is tracking the investigation for us. She joins us now from the scene with the breaking details.
The accident happened around 7:30 Thursday night, and now that EMS employee is at UK Hospital with life-threatening injuries after he was hit by a car out here on East Maple Street. Nicholasville police officer Kevin Grimes says this ambulance was driving on Main Street when it collided with another car. The ambulance turned down Maple Street and parked in this parking lot to check the damages. Police believe one of the two EMS employees got out of the car and crossed the street, looking for the car it had just collided with. But that car never stopped after it collided with the EMS van. Officer Grimes says the EMS employee walked out from between two parked cars and was then hit by this maroon car.
Immediately, his partner started rendering aid to him, and a second unit arrived on scene, at which time they were emergently transported to UK Hospital.
Officer Grimes says in addition to the tragic events that unfolded yesterday in Richmond, and now another emergency official being hurt, is hard to endure.
We all take care of each other and cover each other's back. So this is really striking really close to home with all of us.
Now police say it was a 17-year-old girl who was driving this maroon car, and police say at this time it appears there wasn't anything she could have done to avoid hitting the EMS employee. In Nicholasville, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Monique, thank you. Also breaking tonight, a chlorine leak caused some tense moments in Cynthiana. Emergency crews were called to the water treatment plant on Safety Way off of US 27 about 8 o'clock tonight. The Harrison County Emergency Management Director says a regulator at the plant started leaking. They got that leak under control, but as a precaution, Emergency Management issued a code red order for people to stay indoors. Crews also evacuated a nearby Walmart as a precaution. Police think some of the chlorine made it into the nearby river, but they say the water is still safe to drink. The code red order has been lifted, and it was lifted about an hour ago.
Tonight, more support is coming in for a Richmond police officer injured in a shooting and his family. Hundreds of people attended a special mass tonight and later a fundraiser in Richmond.
33-year-old Officer Daniel Ellis is still in critical condition tonight at UK Hospital. Police say he was shot yesterday while investigating an attempted robbery. Garrett Weimer shows us how people in Richmond are rallying around the officer. He's live with our top story at 11. Garrett?
Ever since the shooting, Officer Ellis has been fighting for his life inside UK Hospital. Meanwhile, the city he served and protected for years is now stepping up to do the same for his family. In the day since the shooting, it hasn't gotten any easier to accept.
We have to really ask ourselves what is happening in our world, in our nation, and now in our city.
In whatever way they can, now the community is trying to at least make it easier to bear.
Together, just show them that we are here for them and that we can do what we can to help them out.
Purdy's Coffee Company donating proceeds. A band playing there, their tips, all for the Ellis family. Just up the street at St. Mark Catholic Church.
Then the peace of God that surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus.
Folks gathered to pray for peace and healing.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God.
And to show support for law enforcement.
They are unfortunately targets in this country, and it's got to stop.
Father Jim said the hard part is also asking for healing for the people who did this. He says it's a long road to forgiveness, but that's part of true healing. Live at UK Hospital in Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Other signs of support for Officer Ellis are showing up all around Richmond tonight. This display appeared this afternoon in Irvin McDowell Park along Lancaster Avenue. Leaders of the Richmond Tourism Department say they put it up as a way to show their support.
Court documents show the man accused of shooting Officer Ellis has a long criminal history. Raleigh Sizemore was taken from the Madison County Detention Center to the Kentucky State Reformatory in LaGrange this afternoon. He was released from prison on parole back in April after serving 3 years of a 10-year sentence for meth charges. In June, he was arrested in Berea and charged with wanton endangerment. Police say that he charged at someone with a knife. He was out on bail from that charge when he was arrested yesterday. Sizemore has been charged with attempted murder of a police officer. Some businesses in Richmond are holding fundraisers to help Officer Ellis and his family. The Rolling Bistro food truck is donating sales between 10:30 and 2:30 to the Ellis family. The owner says it's the least she can do to help.
You just try to not think about what could. And yesterday, Katie Ellis, she found out what could. You know, she told her husband bye, and things will never be the same.
That food truck will be set up at the corner of First and Irvin Streets in downtown Richmond. Sexton and Sons Moving Company on Water Street in Richmond is also taking donations for the Ellis family. We have more information about fundraisers going on to help that family. Just go to our website, WKYT.com.
Rain will be moving into the bluegrass overnight, and that is just the beginning of some big changes in our weather. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look now at your forecast. Chris.
Hi, Amber. It is the same cold front we've been tracking slowly coming out of the Rockies into the Plain States. Now it is starting to impact the weather here across the bluegrass state, right on cue. What we've talked about all week, focusing on your Friday forecast for that cold front into town. Still on the warm side of things, but anytime you get this big contrast in air mass, from the mild stuff to the cold stuff, you're going to get some showers and thunderstorms to crank up. That is indeed what we are seeing along and just ahead of our front. Look at this line of thunderstorms now from parts of western Kentucky down into Missouri, the Ozarks, and that stretches all the way back into Texas, where we had severe weather a little earlier. Not really talking about a lot of severe weather threat around here, but we are seeing the rains increasing quickly across western parts of the bluegrass state. Defender Radar Network up close and personal across central and eastern Kentucky. It is mainly dry until we get to the Louisville area and toward the southwest. We're starting to see some of the action now beginning to build up. That's going to be in town for the trip into work and school tomorrow morning. Windshield wipers coming into play here into central Kentucky especially. Now through the middle of the day into the afternoon, that will focus more across parts of eastern Kentucky with the heaviest rains. When I come back in just a few minutes, we're going to track those Friday thunderstorms in greater detail and show you how they introduce a weekend chill to the air with the hour-by-hour forecast.
New tonight, a man died in Nicholas County when investigators say a tree fell on him. The Nicholas County Sheriff says this afternoon the man was cutting wood on a farm along Hick Hardy Road near the Harrison County line. But the sheriff says as the man was sawing a tree, the wind shifted and the tree fell on him. The man died at the scene. His name has not been released, but the sheriff says he was in his late 50s. Tonight, firefighters are still trying to figure out what caused a fire at a Breathitt County home. It killed a 90-year-old man.
The fire started early this morning on Big Branch South Fork Road. Family members say Troy Neese lived there with his daughter. She was able to escape, but family members say Neese ran toward the fire trying to put it out. Firefighters later found him dead inside the home.
He came from a big family. He was the last surviving one, and still, it wasn't natural causes that took him out. He was a fighter.
Firefighters say oxygen tanks inside the house might have accelerated the fire. They say Neese's daughter was taken to the hospital as a precaution, but she is expected to be okay. New tonight, a woman faces charges after investigators say she burned down her boyfriend's Jackson County home. A Jackson County constable says Patsy Jones and her boyfriend got into an argument at his home. When he went to get some of his belongings, investigators say Jones set a fire in the front room. As the boyfriend tried to leave, they say Jones used her vehicle to ram the back of his vehicle multiple times, disabling it. Investigators say the fire destroyed the home. They charged Jones with arson and wanton endangerment.
New tonight, police say a woman wanted for an armed robbery at a Somerset store has been caught. Somerset police say they found 33-year-old Lindsay Cox hiding in a Pulaski County trailer this morning. She's now charged with robbery, burglary, and unlawful imprisonment. Police say Cox and a man robbed a Goodwill in Somerset last month. They say the man later killed himself when confronted by a sheriff's deputy a short time later.
New tonight, Lexington has a new franchise agreement with Kentucky American Water. Our news partners at the Herald Leader report it is a 5-year agreement and it replaces a 20-year agreement that expired in April. The new agreement keeps the franchise fee Kentucky American pays the city, which is 3% of the company's gross revenue.
It was a strange sight on a Bell County road, and tonight it's landed 2 men in jail.
A Bell County sheriff's deputy noticed a limo swerving across the center line on Highway 119 near Pineville, so the deputy pulled it over. Deputies say the driver, Jason Souders, and his passenger, James Christopher, were both drunk.
There was an open container of alcohol that was found in the floorboard that was half filled, and then several that were empty.
They also say Souders was driving on a DUI suspended license. Police charged him with DUI. Christopher was charged with public intoxication. A boy who has been missing since 2002 has been found alive. The FBI says 5-year-old Julian Hernandez's father kidnapped him from Alabama and took him to Cleveland. The pair lived there under different names for the last 13 years. The story unraveled when Julian applied to college and his social security number came back incorrect. He approached a school counselor for help who discovered he was listed as missing by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
They are no strangers to the national stage, and now they're being featured on the big screen. The cheerleading team at Southwestern High School in Somerset is one of 2 teams featured in a new documentary. Our Phil Pendleton has more on the team's unique experience.
450 high schools across 32 states. It's the big time of high school cheerleading, and Southwestern High School has been right in the mix. And while there 2 years ago, they were the focus of another kind of attention.
Coming in as a freshman, I was already nervous enough being on a high school varsity team, and then the camera crew came in and I was like, what?
Kaylin Flynn was a freshman when Varsity Spirit filmed them for the documentary.
It was amazing being a part of a program that was sort of the underdog, and now we set the bar for national.
Varsity Spirit was looking for 2 teams to feature. Southwestern was chosen because they were seen as an up-and-coming program.
Everywhere we go, there's teams that, you know, come up to me and come up to the girls and say that they've watched the film together as a team and talk about how inspirational it is.
The film will be shown on November 5th and 8th. Lexington's Regal Hamburg Theater is one of 400 nationwide chains.
Well, of course, being in the film was a huge motivation, you know, to work hard that year, and not just motivation, but I think a validation for what we put so much time and effort into.
I've actually gotten a lot of attention this year from other cheerleading coaches, like college coaches, saying that they've seen our videos and stuff, so it's awesome.
The film was screened at several festivals and won the Audience Favorite Award in Pulaski County. Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
And they put in a lot of work. If you missed the documentary tonight, don't worry. It'll be shown at the Regal Hamburg Pavilion Theater Sunday afternoon.
You were a cheer dad for many years.
I know how hard they work. They're dedicated.
Absolutely. Well,